Hi there friends, this is a quality function deployment project to voice a customer to buy a cell phone. Well, our group number is 6 and myself, Basil Varghese. My group members are Tang, Tony and Abdullah. While talking about quality functional deployment, the main question rise up above us is what is QFD? Quality function deployment is a systematic process for motivating a business to focus on its customers. It is used by a cross-functional team to identify and resolve issues involved in providing products, processes, services, and strategies which will more than satisfy the customers. Several steps are followed in QFD project. Well, the steps for QFD are identify customer wants, identify how product will satisfy these wants, identify the relation between customer requirement and technical requirement, develop customer importance rating, evaluate competing product, determine the required technical attribute. Well, while talking about customer requirement, the customers were interviewed and asked for the priority with more explanation. And the points our group figured out was affordable price, attractive design, battery life, interface, new features, weight and size, security, camera, sound, repair and replacement. While talking about affordable price, price tends to be the first factor that consumer will consider based on the different financial condition. Affordable price let the potential customer have the desire to buy for it or more. Attractive design. Always, while looking at the design, the customer look for the better design and the better quality in the design compared to other phone. And while talking about the battery life, nowadays most phones are winning praise for the impressive battery specification. Well, always they will good look for high battery capacity while compared with other devices. The next thing is interface. Screen quality is an important thing to focus on as it is the most obvious part of any device. You want to see what is going on. The clearer the screen is, the more you are able to see and do on the screen. The next thing is new features. No one wants to purchase a charge. Sorry. Well, actually, the new features means the customer need more features the mobile compared with the other. That's the main thing regarding that point. And the next thing is weight and size. Always the customer will prefer with less weight and bigger size. So the next one is security. Lately, more and more people use phone as wallets. So they will prefer good security for the phone compared with the other one. The next one is camera. Well, always most of the customers look for good megapixel camera in the mobile, and it need to be better in the phone compared with the other. The next one is sound. Well, while talking about sound, in today's time there is a competition of having better sound quality between phones. Sound quality is essential, required to be one of the phone's best quality feature. Therefore, at any given time and place, you are likely to picture yourself in a situation as if you are a concert or in a theater. The last one is repair and replacement. The phone's customer service department is very essential to fixing and replacing the customer phone. At the time when a customer runs into issue, both internal and external of the phones, whether it need repairing or replacement, the customer should be able to direct to the customer service to have the need fulfilled as soon as possible. And that are the main customer requirement we formed in our group.
In functional requirements, these are the points our team figured out to stay ahead of the game with the other company as well as keeping customers' requirements in mind. First of all, engineering and technical support, and cheap labor costs, customer service, new design, standby time, extra SIM slot, water resistance, installment shown body part. Faster and last is the faster persistor. Planet metrics. In these sections, our team compare our products with Samsung and Huawei with the customer requirements, and we are trying to grade it with the weight's importance.
This chart is shows the relationship between functional requirement and customer requirements. We'll give 1 for weak, 3 for medium, and 5 for strong. So for the price, we give 3 for the labor cost and 5 to the installment strong body part. And for the design, we give 3 for the engineering and technical support, 1 for cheap labor cost, 5 for new design, 5 for actual SIM slots, and 1 for water resistant. For the battery life, we give 5 for engineering and technical support, 1 for customer service, 5 for standard by time. And for the interface, we give 3 for engineering and technical support, 3 for customer service, 5 for new design, 1 for actual SIM slots. And for the new feature, we give 3 for engineering and technical support, 1 for customer service, 5 for new design, 1 for standard runtime, 5 for actual SIM slots, and 3 for water resistant. And for the weight and size, we give 3 for cheap labor cost, 5 for new design, 1 for actual SIM labor, 1 for actual SIM slots, and 5 for installment strong body. For the security, we give 5 for engineering and technical support, 3 for new design. And for the camera, we give 3 for engineering and technical support, 1 for cheap labor cost, 5 for new design, 5 for water resistant. And for the sound, we give 3 for engineering and technical support, 1 for cheap labor cost, 1 for customer service, 3 for new design. And for the repair and replacement, we give 5 for engineering and technical support, 5 for cheaper labor cost, 5 for customer service, 5 for actual SIM slots, and 5 for water resistant, 5 for installment of strong body part.
The interrelationship matrix and technical correlation matrix. In interrelation matrix, our team has graded the relation between points introduced in functional requirements with grades 1, 3, and 5. In technical correlation matrix, we had graded the relation between functional requirements. Here we have the correlation matrix, the positive sign being the strong correlation and the minus being the low correlation. For the functional requirement listed below, above we have the correlation between all of the requirements. For all the functional requirements listed above, we chose a target number for each of the requirements. Through calculations, we found the technical importance rating for each of the requirements. In conclusion, overall, our group figured out that to get a successful product design, the communication between the customer requirement and functional requirement needs to be strong. Also, it is far more efficient and effective to incorporate the voice of the customer into the new product development early on through a systematic process such as quality function deployment than it is to redesign the product after an unsuccessful launch.